Boy, I tell you, this thing looks really cruddy on the back. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know, I could deal with this, but this craziness, I can't deal with. I got to do something. Hello everybody, this is Dr. McBrick, and I am here with something that I've been meaning to do for a while. And this weekend, Adrian finally finished the Ghostbusters headquarters, and you know what? It did look really cruddy on the back, and that is one of the things I know has been a traditional complaint of this particular set. And the walls on the inside do need to be that tan color, so there's all those different plates, and of course it saves some money, but at what cost? At the aesthetics cost. So I was trying to think of something I could do, and I came up with something, a very simple fix that I think looks a little bit better. And so basically, it's just a little section here that comes off and reveals all the craziness there. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of holding the iPad here, trying to record this on the fly. But yeah, basically, as I said in the intro, I can deal with down here, but I can't deal with all this craziness here. That's just, that's too much. So I needed to hide that. But a couple of things that I had to deal with in thinking about this, I thought, well, you know, obviously we can't just put another set of bricks on the inside, because we do need these tan colors for that wall, that beautiful wall that's back there on each side. So we do need that. However, you know, I thought I could live with this. I wish that were brown. If that were brown, this would be almost symmetrical. But anyway, I can live with that. But there were a couple of things. Originally, I had thought that I would do something from here, from the top, all the way down. Well, as soon as I started, I realized I have these hinge pieces here, and these hinge pieces come out just about a plate's width or thickness. And there's, you know, one up top, there's one down there, a couple down at the bottom, 3 down at the bottom. So I couldn't really just kind of make something flush up against here. That wouldn't work because of this. So I had to come out a little bit, which means I will, and I do, have a gap on this, on this side right here. But you know what? The way I look at it is any gap that I have is better than this mess right here. So for all the critics out there, yes, I do have a little bit of gap, and you can see some tan if you go on the sides of it and things like that once I put my cover on. But you know what? It's better than this mess and craziness right here. So all I did was this. I built a simple wall. This wall here is basically just a real simple wall, a simple build. It's you know, just built on plates, and then we just build them up. I believe there are 18 rows of these, and they're built in brick formation, so they overlap so that they're structurally sound. Now, whenever you build something like this, anyone who's built brick roads like this, or just a single wall without any side braces or anything, knows that this can become very flimsy. And you know what? It's not flimsy, but it's easy to get bowed, if that makes any sense, because it's just such a long stretch of brick. And then, because I couldn't set it flat up against here like I wanted to because of this, right? And I had to go out. I thought, you know what? This is fine up here. This actually is symmetrical and looks fine. So I'm just going to get this, and I'm just going to build these little rounds here, and I'm going to put this up and just basically hang it off of the wall here. And so basically that's all I did, was just basically hang it off there, and voila! It covers it up, and it's real simple. Now, I had thought that I could get a little crazy initially, and what I thought I'd do was connect this to this part over here. Take these tiles off, and there are a couple of studs showing from snot bricks, and I could connect them. Now, you could do that, but ultimately what I want to do is keep it so that I can take that wall off anytime very quickly, and then have access to open my Ghostbusters headquarters. So if you see, there is a little gap when you come around the side and you look really close. But you know what? When you're looking at it from the back, you don't see that gap. And like I said, any gap that's there looks better than that mess that's already built into it. So anyway, I might do something similar to the bottom and come up from the base to cover some of this up and make it more gray brick, similar to the brick right here. But I kind of, I don't mind this, and ultimately there will be buildings that will be a little high, so and probably cover this up as they go. But this part was going to be showing in Figsdale because I think Ninjago will be behind it, and I will be behind it, and I wanted to get that done. So anyway, so I put that little cover on there, as you can see, and it's, you know what, it does the job. So that's about it. What I thought I'd do is give you a parts list, so that way if you wanted to build something like this real simple, you could do so. Now, since this video is a low production video and it's just something I'm doing on the fly just here in the dining room, I just thought I would show you a picture of my phone with the parts list that I had on here. I just counted up the bricks and basically, oh, don't go away. I counted up the bricks and there you go, 160 of the 2x1 dark red pieces. And of course, that's for these right here. That's for the 2x. I have a whole bin of these. Now I don't have as much anymore because there's 160 in that baby right there. And then of course, we had the 20 of the dark red single 1x1 bricks because that's really important to kind of overlap those so that they're structurally sound. If you just try to do row and row, it would be extremely flimsy. So anyway, let's see here. I will get this back on for you, and we will. You can take a screenshot of that, as you see. 2 4x1 red plates are needed for this to be able to use on the top of here. Right up here, and then on the bottom back here. Let's see what else here. We have all the medium gray plates, and you can see that there are all kinds of medium gray plates here. So there are 3x1s, 1x1s, 2x1s. You could use any combination that you wanted to span this. But the parts list kind of gives you what I use personally down below. So you can see what's going on. And then of course you want your finishing tiles. One of the things you have to do for this is you do have to change the configuration of the finishing tiles that come with the set, which just means getting a 1x and a 2x and sticking those on and then taking the one that came through here off. The other thing you need are some 1x's to go across here. Now I happen to use a 1x4, a 1x12, and a 1x2 in light bluish gray. You could use any combination in light bluish gray to span that. It would have to be a 1x to be thin enough, obviously, but that's how you span that particular thing, and it just gives it some structural stability up top. So that is the way that I hide that craziness that is the back of the Ghostbusters headquarters. So this is Dr. McBrick signing out.